How is it going, everyone? It is ZLR, and today I'm doing my Week 10 predictions for the UFL season, the final week of the UFL season until the playoffs. And this week, looking pretty decent, honestly. Uh, Last week, I did actually exactly the same as how I did the week before on my predictions. Um, I guess I can tell you guys how I have done so far with it, and I'm literally right in the middle. I've gone 18 correct and 18 wrong. So hopefully this next week and then the divisional no, the conference championship games, I can hopefully get a little bit more up on the positive side just so I don't have a bad looking record for my predictions because last season I did pretty well on them. But anyway, let's just get right into this. We have the Battlehawks versus the Defenders first, and honestly, this is going to be a very good game. The Battlehawks won against my favorite team, the Brahmas, last week, 39-13, and the Defenders actually lost against the Roughnecks in a pretty close game, 24-21. So I do believe the Defenders could get the win here, but the Battlehawks, they have been looking pretty good this season. I think they have like one less win than what the Defenders have. So this one could be a very, very good game, but I am going to have to go with the Defenders getting the win here. Um, they, I know that their quarterback, Jordan Teamu, is actually leading the league right now in passing yards. Um, I'll have to look to see what other stats they're leading in, but Defenders have been pretty much the best team this season, and I'm just gonna have to give them the win there. Roughnecks versus the Panthers. Just mentioned the Roughnecks, how they got the win against the Defenders, and the Panthers, they actually lost by 4 points against the Stallions last week, 26-22. Honestly, very good game, but I do believe the Panthers will get their win back here because the Roughnecks, they have been winning games that you wouldn't expect them to win, but this Panthers team is actually really good, and they held their own against the Stallions pretty much. So I'm going with the Panthers here to get that win. Then we have the Renegades and the Brahmas. For me, as a Brahmas fan, I'm just waiting for the season to end. But like I said before, Battlehawks, they won against the Brahmas, and the Renegades, they actually got a win against the Showboats, 30-12 last week. And this Renegades team has been kind of up and down this season. They have been pretty good, but they're not as good as like the Battlehawks. And I really thought that they would have been as good as the Battlehawks. But I do still believe that they will win against my team, the Brahmas, because, like I've said plenty of times this season, my team sucks. And then for the last game, Stallions versus Showboats. And honestly, I think you guys already know who I'm going to be picking here to win. The Stallions. even though the Showboats did actually get a win against the Stallions earlier this season, if I do believe. Let me just make sure I was correct on that. Yeah, I actually picked the Stallions to win that game back in week 5, and they lost 24-20 in a overtime loss to the Showboats. So I wonder how this game's gonna go, but I still have the Stallions getting the win here over the Showboats. But anyway, little recap: Defenders over Battlehawks, the Panthers over the Roughnecks, the Renegades over the Brahmas, and the Stallions over the Showboats. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do really whatever you want to do. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. See you around.